All right, y'all. Yo. Oh, you disappeared? Oh, okay. No, but look, this whole room is smooth. I'm smooth. This is Alan.
What's
This
up?
is my guy. Introduce yourself, bro.
It's your boy Motive, aka Big Baby.
Okay, Motor, aka Big Bang. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that's what you're going by. All right, man. Hey. You can continue. You can continue with your story.
So,
He should start over again.
look,
He do need to start over, low key.
it was a cold winter night, and I was just playing the game. But nah, so dead ass. I was chilling on Group Me, doing absolutely nothing. Next thing you know, a random ass ping come through. Check, it's a video message, and the caption said it was a video message, and the video was a female I've never met, never talked to, don't know, with a whole 15, 20-second clip of her playing her pussy with a message at the bottom saying, and I quote, "Do you have some dick to show me?" Me being the ignorant person I am, I come back with a smooth ass comment. Wait, do I know you? Her? No, you don't know me. No, I'm not saying I know you. I'm saying, do I know you? No. So we just out here throwing out random pussy videos? Yeah. So me being the kind Christian man I am, I said, well, I cannot help you in your venture, but I have multiple freak groups that will gladly help you in your only videos because I'm not your fan. Yep. I don't know what you're doing. Right. Like, first and foremost, I would never, like, the reason I told people about the shit is the same way if a female gets an unsolicited dick pic, they would say something. So I said something. And some females kind of took it to heart, was like, well, I would never send you something. If I don't know you ain't asked for it, don't then. Because, my nigga, I didn't want that shit. I didn't want to look at my phone, about to go to bed, next thing you know.
That's like, that's sexual harassment if you ain't asked for it.
Like, I don't know you.
If you ain't asked for it.
Like, I don't know you. I've never talked to you. I've never seen you before, but you got a whole pussy pic. Not even pick a video, garbage at that. Pornhub has so much better content. She's freaking for those that be on the fucking dark web. Don't act like you're innocent, motherfuckers. You been on goddamn XXX and act like you haven't. I know your browser history. Yeah. But my thing is, you don't know me. You coming for me. Then you get mad when I don't try to show you love back. No. I'm going to politely take your ass to a freak group and let you run wild. Let them niggas pay for that shit. I'm not finna fuck around. Here you go. Then you, first of all, I don't know you. You could be a whole 400-pound motherfucker in your mom's basement waiting for me to send you something. You gonna write me back with a picture you smiling, with a picture of my shit talking about, yeah, you have 24 hours to refer back. Fire me over $500,000. If not, I'm gonna share it to the whole group me. Fucking the evil Batman villain. Fuck you. Goddamn, this ain't no shame on me. Shame on you. No. Be all good be like, hey, that's the motherfucker who got scammed for his dick pic. What? Yeah. Nigga sent a pussy video, his only ass sent back $10,000.
Oh.
Being this bitch like Bill Cosby, he was paying me the whole time. Bitch, I had no choice. Fuck around. Shit like that, like in my head, in my career, it could come back and haunt me. So even if it was a real legit female and I sent this shit, how grimy motherfucker is for a check, it could be easily, if you send me something back, money-wise, I'm going to share it to the world. Well, bitch, share it. We gonna be some sharing motherfuckers. Here's my Twitter, here's my Facebook, share it to the world. I don't give a fuck. But nah, like dead ass, no. But yeah, I actually had females like, adult female friend. She was like, it was wrong. I should have blurred out her name, this, that, and the third. Now, at first I thought about it. You're right. It is wrong for me to just simply put this content out there without at least hiding the person's face. Then I remember, I don't give a fuck. You send it to me, wrong person sent it to. And oh, my favorite, if you send it to me, you say you sharing pictures, I'm sharing it for you. I am your middleman. I'm your Instagram. I'm giving you likes.
You're just helping her further her cause. That's
exactly.
all you're doing. She can't get mad about that.
Promotions.
Exactly.
I could easily sit there and delete the message. No, I gave you free promotion. I bet you more than one motherfucker in that group looked for her.
No, but here's the thing, though. I already know her.
Exactly.
I said, her? I said, dang, she's still out here.
So for people to act like, people to make it seem like I requested the shit, Then she sent it to me, as you can see in the video.
No.
Do I know you, my guy? Like, do I know you? No.
That was the first message.
Like, if I don't know you, I didn't request the shit. That's like going to a fucking restaurant and somebody hit you up and be like, here's your food. Bitch, I just got here.
No, it's not even that. No, it's like, no, you go to a restaurant and some random person sits down and be like, oh, I want a bottle of wine at your table. I'm like,
I'm saying,
who the fuck are you?
No, a motherfucker sit down and start reaching your plate like, man, bro. Whew, my day was hard. Hey, can we get a shot on my lawn? Bitch, first of all, did you reach your dirty ass hand on my plate? Second of all, bitch, you ordered drinks on my man? No, look, understand me. I want to help you. How you gonna help me? Give me something, I will give you something back. Bitch, what? Get out my face. Get out my face. Like, literally, that's to any female or male out there. Don't do that stupid shit.
The part that had me weak, though, was your initial response. A couple, like, your initial response was, "Well, damn."
I swear to God, when she said, "No, you don't know me," I said, "So you out here just throwing random pussy pictures?" Yeah. Well, damn. Like, bitch, I ain't gonna lie. I thought you about to say something different. Like, yeah, I'm throwing pussy out here. Well then, okay. Like, if this was a contact on my phone, I'd name you Frisbee. Why? Because that bitch is going around to everybody. Why you call it boomerang? Because she get thrown back. I don't want that. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't mean to post a video. That just came attached to an accident. But the messages is what had me like, so you want me to show you something for you to come to me to show me? That's like a motherfucker promoting their OnlyFans come to you and be like, here's a hot picture of me for $5.99. Nah, I'm good.
No, but what you did, it's like kind of like if you're in a bad part of town and the homeless guy comes and starts cleaning your windows and then asks for money without you even saying, hey, clean my windows.
Like you just walk and clean my window. Hey, oh, you want a tip? Shit. All right, bet. The shelter's open at 9:00. That's a tip for Siri. Boom, I got you, my brother.
Yo, like the real comparison is you go to the strip club, you get a whole lap dance, and then she like, so that's like $70. I didn't ask you to give me a lap dance.
Yo,
wait, came over here and sat on my lap.
It's crazy you say I got a story for that shit. 5 years ago, I took my homeboy to a strip club for his 21st birthday at ATL. We went to Follies. Shit you not. We get a table. The second he sits down, song comes on. I literally just grab a cup and me with female dancing his life. He confused, like, is this how this shit works? The song is over in less than 2 seconds. Next thing you know, that'd be $40. Nigga, look, he said, I didn't ask for this. She was like, she said, but you didn't stop me. He said, I did. I tapped you on the shoulder and said, excuse me. And you said, hold on. I'm thinking you was like saying, hold on, like I'm trying to get up because you were very low on the ground. Moral of the story, kids, if a stripper comes up to you and tells you nothing and start dancing, it's charging you. It's fucking charging you. Or if she's dancing on you and 3 or 4 songs to change, that's like $20 a song, my brother. I'm teaching you game right now. But you motherfuckers that's gonna watch this and be like, I want to go to a strip club. Look, learn this now. You're gonna be 6 songs in, boom, you already out another 120. Be at home. What's wrong with you? Remember the $100 I took the club? Yeah, one female. Damn, she was that bad. No, bro, she danced on me. The song kept changing. Then she called Big Bruce, and Big Bruce said, "Do you pay? Oh, I'm gonna make you pay." So I paid.
Glad my first strip club experience was with experienced individuals, so I didn't get like my whole.
You didn't get got.
My first strip club experience was with, like, my very first one was with my ex-fiance, and it was funny to me because it was at my hometown here in Florida, and it was so garbage because that club was boring as fuck, but my ex-fiance was bisexual, so she wanted to get a dance from a stripper with me and her, but she didn't know how to act, so it was like awkward ass. The girl was looking at us like, hey, she looking back like, hey, I'm looking like, like a whole hour just sitting there. Then they say, no, it gets a little late. We get home. Then she gonna say, oh, would you be mad if I got to dance? The fuck? Why would I get mad? Well, she was looking at me and she was looking at you. No, I encourage the shit. Well, I
was
thought you
trying to
would be
take her home.
uncomfortable. Look, I'm like, I'll be uncomfortable. Man, when I first got with you, you were gay. Why would I be uncomfortable? You dance with a bitch and you used to fuck a bitch. See, this is confusing me. I can't play these games. This little LBGTQ, elemental P games. I can't get in this shit. It's confusing.
Plus.
But
It's plus
nah,
now.
my man, look, that's who I plus. Right? The motherfucker be like, I'm a fluid, non-binary extraterrestrial being. Respect that. As long as you don't push that agenda on me, because I have no idea what the fuck that means.
Did we talk about that last time? I think we said it. Like they keep on changing the damn name, which is why they can't get any support.
Oh, yeah.
Look,
I-
but you know what though? It's funny as fuck, but at the same time, you actually pay attention to that group. They have been pushing mainstream media wise hard as fuck. You
Yeah.
cannot watch something TV show wise without a small, literal 15%, not larger margin of something homosexual. Like I watched, what was it? The new Power Ghost, and they have a Mary J. Blige's son in there, the character. He's gay, and people like, why? It doesn't fit. Like literally, people like call him Jamal Lyon. I'm like, pretty much. You bring Empire to fucking power. It doesn't make sense. The shit just like, look at it, look at it. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, it would
But
have
if you-
did a lot better if it would have just been an independent character like of his own that was gay. Like he came in like off the rip. You didn't have to guess or anything. Like, oh, this character is gay. Like, boom, and it just like that. It ain't like no, oh my god, sudden reveal, surprise.
see, that's why I watch Fox shows. All Fox shows in general be like, man, he gonna get all the bitches. A few scenes later, hey, hold on, wait. I thought you wanted Jennifer Love Hewitt, not motherfucking Kevin Love. See, you over here playing Holiday Heart. Nope, no sir. We can't do this. You're confusing me. I'm thinking you over here liking bitches. You like the bitches and the niggas. Talking about some, I'm just confused. Bitch, as a person watching your character, I'm confused too. Which one are you? Last week you was with Jessica, now you with Jeffrey. Which one, bro? Which one? Well, I want to come out the closet. That's why I don't be watching half the TV show now, because none of this shit makes sense. I'd be letting this shit go. I'd be confused as hell. I'd be like, you know what? Sure, you're like, I forgot what show it was. Someone thought, oh, 911 Texas. Someone thought the black dude was a whole male. Like people on Twitter, oh, he fine as hell. Come to find out, he used to be a she. And motherfuckers like, whoa, wait a minute, what? He don't even look like a female. That's the point. That's the motherfucking point. One girl actually shared a story. She said she went on a Tinder date with a dude. At the end of it, they got back to the house. They were about to get it on. He was like, I gotta tell you something. As she was pulling down his boxes, that's what she was like, bitch, it's shocking when you find out he got what you got. And somebody said, huh? Like, wait, bitch, what? And somebody said, what do you have, girl, that a man shouldn't have? Bitch said, well, it ain't my titties, it's my. I said, just picture that shit. Like that's as bad as a dude going home with a female. It's like, I have to tell you a secret. Next thing you know, dick in your face. What the fuck? Sir, ma'am, what the fuck? Like, yo, first and foremost, at first, as like when I was younger, I used to always say you could tell the difference between a man as a woman, a woman as a man. Shit. I've seen one, I forgot what her name is, like a Sky, some shit like that. A transsexual look just like a normal female. Talks like a normal female, used to be a dude. And motherfuckers be getting mad because they be like, I used to fuck with a nigga that used to be, female used to be a nigga. Well, you better start checking them birth certificates. If it look too good, if them motherfuckers too perky, if the ass look too right, you better check that birth certificate. Don't ask the ID nigga. Hey, let me go to your mama's house. Walk in that house, all the pictures. That's my little sister. That's me. Which one the sister? Which one the brother? Stop playing. I'm for real. Walk to the daddy. Hey, excuse me. So how you doing? Hey, not trying to be funny. Is your daughter really your daughter? Let me talk to you, son. I knew it. You used to be a nigga. I felt that in my spirit. I knew that when you took that shot of Hennessy and drunk that shit straight and laughed with a deep ass laugh, talking about somebody burning. No, bitch. You knew what you was doing. Talking about your name, Paula. Your name is Paul. I know you. Somebody call me, man. Fuck watching this shit. But nah, G shit.
We're gonna be, oh God, we're getting canceled. No, I'm kidding.
but nah, but nah, like all those aside, I respect like the whole movement. My only thing I tell you, my friends that are part of it, I say I respect the person because it's your choice, your mentality, your everything. I respect all religions and outside. The only thing I say to people is don't push that shit on me.
Mhm.
And I'll be like so serious about that because we live in a society where if you don't conform to it, you're wrong. No, no, no. Just because I don't agree with it doesn't mean I'm right nor wrong. It just means it's my opinion. Opinion means it is a fact of self that is denied by a majority. A fact is multiple majorities has taken that opinion and solidified it. So therefore, if I say I don't like it, I just don't fucking like it. You can't make me like the shit.
I
If
mean,
I don't sound like ice cream, bitch, guess what? I like ice cream. Fuck you.
I would like to expound on that. Like for a fact to be a fact, okay, you need empirical evidence to make that thing a fact.
Exactly.
Replicate it. Okay, you need to
Now,
back up with methodology and ideology. Like a lot of these new concepts and stuff, they haven't been proven. They're just
at
ideas that
all.
everyone accepted so that everyone can feel happy. And I'm cool with that. But like we can't look at everything that's new as fact because a lot of things ain't really that new. Like it's just you're trying to frame it in a way to make yourself feel better about it, but it's really not what you think.
And that's the thing I tell people. You can't sit here and say to yourself, oh, this is right, this is right. First and foremost, and I say this shit, like we had an actual in my debate class. They asked us one time, they said, we're gonna go very controversial. That's why they had a sign like waivers. It was is gay. Like the actual concept of being gay relationships, is it actually wrong? And a lot of people like going from the biblical side, yes, it's wrong. Man should lay a man, woman should lay a woman. I went completely opposite. I went straight forward, hard, fat, scientific. I said, okay, because they put me on the wrong side on one day, they put me on the right side the next day. The wrong side, well, I went straight ape shit. I was like, it's wrong because X needs a Y chromosome. X and X makes zero. Y and Y makes zero. A man cannot reproduce from a man. A woman cannot reproduce from a woman. One needs the other. There's no such thing as a female in the sense being 100% sexually gay because she still used the equipment of a man. So therefore, she says, I don't like men. She shouldn't use dildos or any expression of a man penis. When I say I got cussed out so bad, but it's literally it's facts. A woman that says I don't like a woman, why are you using man utensils? You're using the replication of a man. When I see women that are with other women that have manly features, it tells me that you wanted not just someone that has what you have, because really you're still using the dildo, so you sound that expression of a man. You wanted someone that can connect with you on the same level as you, so you got the same sex, but that same sex has a male mentality. That's what turns you on to them. Same thing with a male. A male that goes for a male, when you see most men that go for more frivolous men that act more women or woman like, that type of male tells me, okay, you wanted a woman that's quirky, cute, spontaneous, that acts all whatever, whatever, but you wanted someone that can relate to you in the same sex. Now that was the first day. The second day switching to why it's good is because now that's fucking everybody head up. How can I make this shit good? Simple. Love has no meaning. Hate has no meaning. You want what you want. You can't stop that shit. If a male wanted a male, you can't. It's been literally historically shown. You cannot beat, force molestation on, or even brainwash a male or female who has made their mind up to be straight or gay. You cannot make them say you're straight. It's impossible. They've been doing even to this day. So to say that it doesn't belong to society is to say history doesn't belong, because history has shown this single sin, straight, gay, and bisexual, those three sexual levels have always stood the testament of time. There are some men and women that like both. There are some men and women that like the same, and there's some men and women like opposite. That's just what the fuck it is. You can't stop it. The only thing we can stop is the forcible nature of it. Don't force it down my throat. Don't say you have to accept. I don't have to accept shit. You put on my TV, guess what? I watch fucking Good Times reruns. Fuck you. You put in my video games, I'm going to Nintendo 64 Mario Mansion, bitch. I'm just gonna be James Bond, Golden Eye, this motherfucker. Bro, you ain't got the PS6? Fuck that PS6. You heard about that Grand Theft Auto 6 they got? That shit nothing but just dudes fucking each other. Like, what? Yeah, they forced me to play that shit, and I got fuck a man. Nope. Guess what? Ain't Golden Eye, I get to shoot niggas. Ain't no gay shit. You can't force that, bitch. You can't force that at all.
Oh my God. Oh, this entire episode is full of controversy. Oh, this is gonna be the most controversial episode ever dropped.
Now, you want to know controversial? This is gonna spark a lot of flames. And we talked about this yesterday on my radio show. Is Tory Lanez in the wrong with Meg Thee Stallion? And this has made a lot of people mad. And I said this, and I wasn't saying that I agree with him nor disagree with him. My only answer is in the debate, because right now you can say it's a debate between them two before they go to case. In the debate and facts of what they're bringing to the table, Tory Lanez's argument in his Instagram live was hella on point. Point one, you're shot in the back of your foot, your heels, the ball of your feet where the weight is pressed upon. The next day or next 2 days, you should not humanly be able to walk on them properly, twerk on them, move on them, or go to a war show in high heels. Strike one. Strike two. He also brought this into light. If you were shot, why was the first thing that came out to be glass? Yes, you did protect me by saying nothing about me shooting you, and I did not shoot you. But for it to be glass and the consistency of what glass does to a foot when you step on it, it's starting to line up. My thing is this. When we first heard about the situation, honestly, we heard Glass, Tory Lanez, Meg. As a black community, we laughed our ass off. Like, that little short motherfucker did what? But when she vocally said it, we all did the one thing that we do, especially as black males or males in general, and as females, we protected the female. Fuck the man, fuck the man. He said nothing. My thing was, I didn't say fuck him. I sat back quiet because my only question is, if you are being slandered against, like most people, you're only going to say something. He didn't say shit. The man stayed quiet the whole time. And when he came out, the first time, he came out whack as fuck with that fucking album. Not gonna lie, it is fire. Fuck y'all. Second of all, he came out.
Like, what are you talking?
That's what I'm saying. But a lot of people, it's garbage. He dissing. No, them disses was on fire. They started somebody to fuck with. Fuck y'all. Yeah. But let's be honest. At the end of the day, we're so built to, and that even goes back to what happened with the picture situation. We're so built to this double standard of if a woman hits a man, literally in today's society, he's weak. He's a punk. Man, you a man, you got more testosterone than she got hormones. What you doing? But if it's the other way around, he's the punk. He's the pussy. It's like literally male domestic violence or male violence is not real. Because at first people saying, well, Meg had a temper, she went at him. I don't believe that. And people show video proof where she literally would be angry as fuck. And when she get drunk, she get emotional. She don't give a fuck you a male or a dude. It happens. There are females who are aggressive as fuck beating their dudes. I'm 6'3", 360 pounds. If my chick is beating me, you too big for that. But you don't know the mental capacity why I don't hear her. When you grow up in the household of females and your mom tells you don't put your hand on a woman, and that shit's instilled in you. She beating your ass, you want to punch her, but you know in certain states or any state, the second you put your hand on a woman, you go to jail, not her. You can be bloody as fuck and she can have a small scratch. That's your ass.
Matter of fact, to further that point or whatever, like, so you had like people were saying, oh, Offset is emotionally abusive and he's abusive to Cardi B or whatever. And then Cardi B went and tweeted and said, no, if anybody's abusive, it's me. I be putting my hands on him. I be starting the fights and all this other stuff. She came out and said herself, and they all just got quiet. Like, I'm like, what y'all mean? Yeah. Y'all getting quiet? Like, no, y'all should have the same energy. Like, poor Offset over there getting hit on and all this other stuff. And what y'all
hit on, cussed out.
He deserved it? That's crazy. You can't sit there.
Like, literally. Man is getting hit on, beat on, cussed out. Even when before he became the coon he is, Terry Crews came out and said, "I would say you too big for that, man. You just making stuff up." No, it's grown ass men the size of football players being sexually sodomized in Hollywood, in sports, and everyday activities because they know, especially in the black community, this is the only means of funds I can get right now. The only way I can get money for my family. So if I have to take this man touching on me, this female all up on my body, yelling at me, cussing me out, calling me everything, I have to take it because that's all I know. And that's sad to say. That's majority, especially in our community. That's what we know. That's what we conform to. I've had situations where even like my best friend mom, he's what like she lives in a Jim Crow era. This man is 29 years old. He was telling her how the people at her job, at his job, was like talking down on him, and he snapped. She got mad at him because she told him, "Well, you need to keep quiet, keep your head down. That's how you keep your job." And he made the most valid point to her. He said, "Mom, I kept my head down in high school and got bullied all my fucking life by white kids that didn't like me because I was black. You told me that it would get better. It didn't. The second I snapped and beat somebody up, it got better." He said, "Mom, you told me when I got my first job, when they was harassing me, talking down on me at Walmart, that oh, it's going to get better, don't you keep your head down. But the second I went off and told the management I'm going to quit because they're harassing me and they fired them over me because of my work ethic, that showed me what you're saying is wrong. What your way is the backwards ass mind of the Jim Crow era. We have to be quiet. We have to listen to the man, the white man conforming him. Fuck you. Fuck that. Like, even if you look at the situation with Ice Cube, what was, yes, I understand you want to bring forth Black America in the forefront, but listen to what Trump campaign was doing. They said, no, let's not call it Black America. Let's go with the Platinum Plan. For those who don't know, the Platinum Plan was originally initiated back in 2000 into 2005, in the era where rappers had literally platinum rings, platinum cars. It stigmatized us to a materialistic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, why are we, and Diddy said the best in 2017, why are we going to these people, Congress, the White House, why are we going to the government asking for help when we can help ourselves? We have done it so many times. When Patti LaBelle came out with her pie, she sold out in less than 24 hours and made over $14.5 million.
Right.
And majority of her buyers were black. You look at the hair stores in America that are owned by Asians, the reason why they're millionaires and billionaires, over 97% of their clientele is black.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you compare the black community to the Asian community or even the Jewish community. In Liz Jewish Town, New York, they have their own police, mayor, hospitals that is not ran by the government. The reason why they take their funds and allocate it back into the community to something positive. You hear in the news, oh, Jewish, it's a matter. No, you don't hear in Live Jewish Town, people are looting and firing and killing each other because of the fact that they have found out when we come together, we can do brilliant things. 1929 should show that in Tuskegee. When we had the Tulsa, the black community was at an all-time high. Everyone had their own home, their own business. We had everything on point. It was so beautiful that literally in May 27th, when they came and bombed us, now the biggest thing they tell us in high school was, or in school in general, it was just a bombing. No, what happened was it was a mass killing. They had not KKK neighbors, white neighbors, coming and killing people on the street. Men, women, children, killing them. Then a mafia boss took a plane and bombed the neighborhood, destroying it because literally they were too powerful. When we come together, we can do some powerful shit. But when we separate, that's how they like it. We weak as hell, we dumb as hell. That's why people now, when you, and it's sad to say this, it's a lot of people going towards Trump because they're saying, I'd rather deal with the devil I know than the devil I don't. Well, the devil you know hasn't given you any type of help. The devil you know has made your life go from stagnant to hell itself. In the 4 years this man has been president, the unemployment rate has went from literally worse than the Great Depression That is insane.
Right.
The Great Depression was almost 100 years ago, and we're worse than that. And technology has advanced amongst itself way further than then. The Great Depression was because of the fact we had to put so much money towards the war. We're not putting money towards nothing but the economy, and we're losing because he's shutting down our borders. He's shutting down the docks. He's taking our mass income that we have as a country and killing it, or he's pushing out towards overseas. So when it comes to hardworking Americans, we don't have jobs. That's why I'm like, it makes no sense to me to have somebody who hasn't helped me, who has hurt me and hindered me, because literally it's been saying back in my neighborhood, I don't care who the president is, I'm still gonna make my money. And it's funny because a friend of mine, grandma used to always say that no matter who we choose as president, as long as my money's straight, I'm straight. We chose Trump, ain't nobody money been straight. We are the number one world leaders in the pandemic right now, with over 260 plus deaths. We are leading the whole, not country, the world. Africa is bigger than us. Europe is bigger than us, and we're beating them because we have not only just presidential, government wise, mayors, governors who are saying to themselves, it's not that bad. Open back up schools full capacity. Open back up churches full capacity. Restaurants. You don't have to go in these places with masks. And the virus is spreading at an all-time rate. And they're making it seem as if it's not that high now because they're focusing more on the presidential election than the actual health of America. The numbers have not dropped. They have not changed. It makes it, they're giving a false reality and hope that it's going to get better. In February of this year, Trump knew that the virus was coming. He knew how bad it was going to be, was recorded, and it was pushed out in the news, and people still support him. But this is the devil we want in the office. A man who knew death was coming at your doorstep, knocking to take you and your youth and your elderly, who didn't give two fucks about you, who only help was $1,200. I live in the South. $1,200 can pay for rent and maybe a water and light bill for a month. That's in the South. You look at places like New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, Illinois.
Done.
1,200, bro.
You
You
didn't mention
barely
us.
just paid. Look, you barely just paid fucking maybe the rent. You just paid
Nope.
a quarter of it.
In California,
Like 1,200.
Yeah, in California, that
that ain't even
didn't
the
do
rent.
anything.
That's what I'm saying. 1,200. What is 1,200? And people talking about some. Well, it's better than nothing. No, it's not. And just like a lot of these celebrities, black celebrities especially, they're starting to hear like Joe Biden wants to tax them 20%. You know how hard I work for my money? But what have you done with your money to help the community? You getting all these millions, flashing all these chains, grills, Bugattis, Lamborghinis, but I've never seen you in your community building up your schools,
And
building up the churches.
and I just want to add to that real quick, like for them to say like, oh well, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna take more of my money. I'm like, if they don't take more of your money and help the lower people out, nobody's gonna be able to consume your product. Your entertainment is based off the working class being able to go see your movie, to go pay for Netflix and watch your shows. If there's no working class people to pay for that stuff, and all of a sudden they got to start budgeting and taking cuts, you're gonna start
Well, it's
losing.
over with. When people have this, when people have to sit there and say, "Do I want to go to a Cardi B concert or pay for my lights?" Guess who the fuck gonna have an empty stadium?
Yeah.
Like people have to remember, you are an artist very much. You are an entertainer, but you are a cost-effective bill that I can easily eliminate.
Yep.
I don't have to listen to your music. I don't have to pay for it. I don't have to support it. In the year that we have now, I don't even have to even legally buy your shit.
Mm-hmm.
I can easily just go stream it for free, watch it on Netflix or these other pirated places for free, and you lose money.
Yep.
I'm supporting your craft because I believe in you because one day I want to be like you. But people forget that shit.
No, we were talking about that. Smooth and I were talking about that last time about how different this kind of fast forwarded how we consume media, consume our products, and it goes in the fact that hey, it's not cost effective to go out and go see these concerts now. And two, if we have a choice, it's gonna be for our well being, and we're learning about what's what's an expenditure, what means that we really don't need it. And like you said, there's other ways to get it. So it's like, if I want to listen to the latest Cardi B song, I could freaking go on YouTube, Apple
Exactly.
Music. And it's like, that's the thing. It's like, am I going to pay $140 for a ticket, or go stream Apple Music for $5 a month and get that plus everything else?
Like even now, even with the concerts, do I want to go to a Beyonce concert, or I could just watch on someone's live?
No, that's exactly what I mean. Because, and it's that, and with like the way we're doing everything, and you save how much more money?
Almost, especially with the tickets, five, six
Yeah,
hundred dollars.
yeah.
Like,
And or $5 a month on Apple TV, or freaking Netflix or whatever like that, and then you get everything else with you as well.
and you know what's the dumbest thing I've ever seen? Disney, for example. The dumbest shit they ever did was when Mulan came out. Except for just throwing the movie out there and getting the money off the streams,
Mm.
you force people to pay for it, which made people just say "fuck you" and go to Fire Stick. Because the same day you drop it was the same day people could stream it. You keep forgetting it. Like, you can't sit here, conform as society, and say, "Hey, if you want to watch your favorite TV show, your favorite movie, you gotta pay for it." No, we don't. If I want to watch it, I can stream it. If I want to listen to it, I can stream it. I don't have to pay for anything.
No, but we were talking about that last time too, because it happened with Universal, or no, DreamWorks and Trolls, like that. Like, I think more movies are going towards that, the stream, because they make more money recapping on anything they want, and putting it out there. And then, because that's the thing too, in this age, when Trolls 2 came out, and they put it out there, and you could go and buy it, or rent it. They got so much more money off of that, with all the rampant pirating, than putting it in theaters, that they still got a shit ton of money. And I think Disney, they were saying the same thing. It's like, okay, because if you look at it, maybe 20% of the people are gonna go and watch it pirated. But to pirate it, someone else has to buy it first and do it out there, and they get their money off of that way. And a lot of the money they when they do it that way, they get the savings. They straight up get the savings.
And that's what people and that's what people forget is, like you said, you have a product, you have to learn your buyer.
Mhm.
And the way we're moving in 2020, the digital age is beating the physical age.
Yeah.
Back in maybe January, December, yeah, we'll sit in the theater and watch the Avengers packed side by side. Now we have a virus. We only want to be 6 feet next to each other. So it is more convenient for me to say, let me turn my PlayStation on, let me turn my TV on, my Fire Stick, whatever it may be, and buy this buy this thing and watch it, versus being around somebody in the theater. Like,
Yeah, I think.
they're coming obsolete.
Yeah, well, they were on their way anyway, because it's funny, because we were talking about this last time too, of like AMC, they were going down before the virus, which is why I don't see them, how they're going to
First of
come out
all,
on the other side of it. Because besides your Avengers, those big AAA blockbuster titles, which takes into effect that, hey, you know what, I want to have the surround sound, I want to interact with other people because it's a cultural event. Any other movie that's not like that, I might as well watch it at home. And because,
yeah.
and we know that not everybody has, a 7.1 surround sound big ass TV at home, but there's not a lot of movies where you need that. And
Yeah.
so, and that's why these theaters, they were dying. And then part of it too, we're talking about the concessions too. Like, it costs more per ounce for popcorn than it does for a steak. And it's like, it's ridiculous.
And what's making it worse is you get into these theaters, like, for example, certain things down here are still obsolete in the fact of they still have the old school flip down seats.
Yeah.
Other AMCs, have the reclining seats
Yeah.
that lean back.
Mhm.
That's cool and all, but the fact of is you have those in majority of what you call bigger capital cities, which
Yeah.
a lot of people do go to movies there. But for the smaller cities that have like those hometown films, I want to go to the movies every Friday. They decide to sit in those reclinable seats that's broke, the armrest that doesn't fit. You're losing money there. And like
Oh,
you
you
said,
definitely.
I buy a ticket off rip, matinee prices, that's already after tax $12.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the concession. Oh, you want to do a large combo, medium combo? Let me do a small. Small is basic after tax for Florida for us. Off rip, you're already paying $13.
No,
So
and
right there, I'm already at a
yeah,
good $25, $26. I'm like, damn, why
no,
should I
we were
do that?
talking about that, and then I noticed at the like the AMC too, they like two things, which is why a lot of times when these companies they're like, oh, we want to help the environment, I'm like bullshit. Um, one, they got rid of their small sizes, so now it's like medium and large. And two, like if you're a member of their club to get like their discounts, it's oh, it's not like hey, you buy a large and it's the same price as the small. I'm like, okay, why can't I get the small and give me 50 cents off or something like that? Like even 50 cents. So it's like no, it's like we want you to consume an excess, create more waste, not finish the shit. And I'm like, and I'm like,
Like,
it's freaking dumb because you just want you and like it's and the thing is like it's not going to be a better value for me if I know I'm not going to eat it because essentially just for me it's like
nope.
let me buy my freaking small or regular size popcorn, give me my discount off of that because I'm invested in your product, as in the movie theater because I have your membership, so which means I'm going to be a repeat buyer. Give me a perk and help freaking save the environment. And I think only one theater I saw, and it wasn't every theater, where they actually had the idea, and I know now because of COVID, it's freaking going away. It was they would sell you a popcorn bucket, and then for like the rest of the year, you got $1 popcorn. And I'm like, yeah, that's fucking, so it's a reusable container so that it saves the environment. Two, after I invest beginning, so you're saying, hey, if I bring it with me, I'm gonna go back to your theater. And then three, when I buy that ticket, that's $14. I'm not gonna have to buy $20 just to eat there also. But yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
That
yeah
stupid ass shit.
yeah
But and what's worse is, so like you said, you get it for the year,
yeah
refills, $4.49. This is
yeah.
my thing about this. You pay for this shit that's almost 30, $40.
Hmm.
It's good for the year. That year comes up, it's like a membership for food.
Yeah, no, I think with that, it should be done regardless. And my thinking, like, if you're part of like their A list, they should say, hey, it should come with it. We're giving you this
Yeah.
container with it. And as long as you're an A-list person, hey, we will refill it. But I mean, that's one step. But that's the other thing too. It's like, okay, so if you're able to give out $5 freaking popcorn, why can't I get a small for $5? Why do I have to go freaking have this gigantic freaking huge thing? And like it's
Because of waste management of self,
yep,
like corporations want us to
'cause
indulge. Like
in
literally,
excess.
corporate America is the seven deadly sins.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's literally like I've actually told this to like my own teacher. He was like, "How could you sum up America?" I said, "America itself is the seven deadly sins. Like you have greed, you have corruption, you have lust, you have gluttony. People will consume, love, hate anything materialistic, and it shows. Like when the pandemic first hit, people are so selfish. They wouldn't wear a mask. They wouldn't stay home because they have to have that human feeling. I have to like when the clubs start opening back up. Oh, it flooded. Oh yeah, I can get to go back, but there's still a virus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, they're not. It's not that bad. Just because they don't report it doesn't mean it's not that bad.
Yeah.
For example, they had the bubonic plague in China. All of a sudden, we started talking about it. It didn't disappear. It didn't say, you know what? Show my face. I'm going back. This shit doesn't work that way. It's still here. So for us to have this false sense of reality, it shows you where people's mind states are because literally I was asked the other night, hey, let's go to the club. Why? You don't want to go out? No. The closest thing I went to going out was mask up and everything, hand sanitizer, bowling. Because it was a median I can control. I knew where the actual ball was going and it was coming back to me. Simple fact. I had my own lane. There's lane two away from me, someone else. That's something I
Well,
control.
no,
I can't control it in
exactly.
the club.
Well, no, and exactly because I think if you're able to take precautions and go out, I have no problem with people going out, like you said, responsibly. And there's
Yeah.
things for right now, they want people to kind of stick to their own groups, which means and if you're going to a bowling alley, you're with your group, and then you can space out accordingly. And then like there's other places like bars and clubs where you can't do that. And then I guess hey, we could segue into what Disney's fighting now, because they're trying to say, hey, why are these establishments able to open up indoors where the whole purpose of you going is to go to meet other people and fuck around, and we can't open something when we have 360 acres where we can socially distance and sanitize everything.
Because I told somebody that when I first heard that, because of the fact that, let's be completely honest, a club setting versus a 450-acre land, one is more controlled than the other. I can, as a bartender, I can stop someone from getting a drink, wipe down where they touched that, and keep moving. At a theme park, there's not enough people to wipe down that pole that the little kids rub the snot on, or the door handle that their dad just touched after touching his face. Like, there's not enough control for that.
But there is though, because they're doing it.
So
and
but how long can you keep it up? That's the question.
Well, and that's Disney at full force can, and I think that's what they're proving it in Florida. And the thing is, like, at any Cedar Fair Park, they have someone, and literally their job is to go back and forth and wipe the poles, even in line when people aren't doing it. And like that is their job. And sometimes I feel sorry for that person, and they'll tell you, "Excuse me, put on your damn mask or get off like that too." Because lately I've been seeing people, they've been taken out of the parks because they don't want to wear their mask, and it's hilarious. But they go and they wipe everything down too.
But my biggest thing is with us reaching flu season, I say personally right now is not a good time, because you can wipe so much, clean so much, but sooner or later that number's going to spike again, because.
But then why are the bars open then?
Like
same reason.
So where I am in San Diego, right? You can go sit down in the restaurant, and the restaurant is full. Like literally, it's a full restaurant. I go down there right now, farmer's table or whatever, is full. Full. People sitting at the bar and everything, mask off. I don't get one seat between you and the next person ain't finna change nothing.
Oh yeah.
Ain't finna change nothing. Y'all are all inside this restaurant, and whoever has COVID, y'all need to go get
it. Have it.
Huh?
Yeah, you all have it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, no matter how much, like for me, I work in the bank. I'm a banker. They've asked me, how do you feel about banks opening back up? I said, that's the worst place compared to Disney, compared to a club, a strip club, whatever you want to call it. We're the worst place, because the most disgusting, dirty substance on this planet is a dollar bill.
Yep.
When a person comes up with a dollar bill, like I told him, I told my boss as just an example. I come in, I have COVID. I wipe it on my money. I give it to you to put in the account. You put on your gloves, and this is another thing I hate about the gloves scenario. People don't clean their gloves.
Exactly.
Let's be honest.
I think gloves make it worse. No, because then they don't clean their gloves, and then they don't wash their hands.
At all, because you don't clean your gloves, or if you clean them, like I've seen, literally went to a fast food place, seen the girl wipe her gloves off. I gave her my card. She put the card in the machine. She picked up her phone. She touched everything else. Then she gave me back my card. Back.
Yeah.
Then she touched her actual, like, she sprayed her hands, shook it off, wiped on the pants, whatever. Then she went to touch her phone. Now my head, I'm like, okay, now it's on your phone. You take your gloves out, go to the bathroom. You touch your phone with your bare hands. As a human being, of course, you're going to wipe your face, touch your shirt, not spread. Now, that same way it's on your face and whatever, you do the same thing, same scenario. Take a card, put the card in. Now you touch your hands in your face, or someone touch you. Girl, you got something right there. Now they got, like, it's going to happen. That's why I say, like, no matter how hard we scream, don't do it. End of the day, it's called human choice. Hey, if you want to go, like I told you, if you want to open the bank, that's cool. But if you told me if I have a choice to work at home or work in the bank, I'm going to work at home, because one, people in banks I've seen are so inconsiderate. They want their money immediately. Like, it's my money, I want it now. Sir, I have to, clean off the air. I've seen it where when we first opened up, people immediately come in, no mask. Get mad because I don't have to wear a mask. So why do I have to wear a mask? To save lives. If I die, I die. Literally, since Trump has gotten office, people have had this insane mentality.
Yeah.
I don't have to do shit you say. I'm untouchable. No, you're not.
Oh, did you see that? Sorry to cut you off. Did you see that? California now to vote, you don't have to wear a mask to go to polling place.
Yep.
What?
Even here, that you technically don't have to wear a mask. Yeah,
Well, no, because
y'all don't have to wear.
no, California has a one, and they said it. They made a big deal about, hey, you got to wear masks, open places, and everything. And then it came out because I got my voting thing, and they say, hey, you can vote by mail, of course. You could drop it off at a ballot box. They have a cool thing where you're able to pre-fill out your ballot, and then do it online. It gives you like a QR code, so it's tied to you and everything like that. So they scan your QR code at the polling place, so you don't have to get out of your car. But if you actually want to go there and vote in person, they just said, yeah, you don't have to wear a mask. And I'm like,
future shit.
no,
Mask
no, and I'm like, what the? That's a total fucking 180. Excuse my language. About what you're trying to do. So it goes back to saying it. And I know we're talking about it earlier. It's if we're gonna say damn the rules when it's convenient for you, and I think that's probably why Disney and these other companies are getting upset, because there's no consistency. There is no consistency, and it seems like it's only when it's convenient for the governor or for the government about what's going on. And I think that, like, for us, that was a big thing. Like for Gavin Newsom in California, he was shutting everything down, and everything was shut down, but his winery stayed open the whole time.
It's just like in Georgia, the governor said everything's opening back up full scale, even schools. In Atlanta, Mayor Keisha said no, and he literally sued her. And is still suing her because she's saying that you're required still by law to wear a mask. And he's saying, no, I'm the governor. My thing is that it shows you the pettiness.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And the archaic mind, the whole archaic and barbaric mentality of today's society.
I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to make sure I heard that right. So you're saying the governor wanted everybody to wear masks. The mayor was
the governor said everything is open.
Take them off.
The mayor is like the mayor's like, I don't care what the governor says.
I heard that another way.
Yeah, no, because I remember in Atlanta, because the governor's like, everything's open, and the mayor and at first the mayor was like, okay, but if you want everything open, wear your mask, do your social distancing. And the governor was like, no, they don't have to do that. And then the mayor's like, pretty much said, fuck you, I'm keeping everything closed then. Because, and that's the thing, like the mayor tried to come to compromise, because I remember this one very well too. The mayor tried to say, okay, if we want everything open, that is okay, but we are doing all these all the precautions. So you're wearing your mask, we're doing the social distancing, the stuff that's able, and she didn't even say never. She said, I can't open everything up right away because we need to make sure that we're able to have all these procedures in place.
She wanted to open up things in stages, like
because it like it was stages supposed to, and she wanted it in stages because she's like, I want to make sure that we open up and we have the procedures in place, like the spacing for social distancing, everybody's able to wear the mask, making sure everything's able to go to people. So, and we have one way entrances and exits. And then people were upset. Were like, I should have to wear a mask, and the governor's like, oh yeah, you're right, we don't have to wear a mask. So after that, the mayor's like, yeah, no mask, I'm shutting everything down. And it was the stupidest thing. It's like, okay, the mayor wasn't comfortable with everything. She compromised and said, okay, if you're able to be safe, if we could make it safe, I'll play ball. And the governor's like, no, he's like a kid, I want it now. And no regard for anything. Like he said, like this virus just disappeared. And then that's when they got in that spat. And that was just like you said, it's dumb. And now so it became petty. Like because it was like, oh, you disobeyed me, so now I'm suing you.
And what's so sad is I seen the very first day of school, somebody said, guess what year it is? And it was a school of kids, shoulder to shoulder, one, maybe two masks on, the rest of them completely carefree. It was like, guess what year this is? And it was like 2020, 2019. People, majority guess like, oh, this is like maybe last year. They say, no, this is current this year.
Mm-hmm.
And Davis County, like Wayne County, outside of Atlanta, that's a full-fledged school opened up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because then that kid
same thing. Yeah, like it's even like here, where in my hometown they opened up schools and kids were going back. Next thing you know, parents are getting a call, hey, we have to isolate your kid because someone in his class had COVID. Or even when they weren't pushing the numbers out in the news where it was saying the first month of school, over 670 students at one county had it, another 750 had it, and the biggest thing they hid here that someone had the actual courage to say during the time when kids were supposed to graduate that couldn't because some of them were lacking, so they made them cover up in summer school. They had no procedure in summer school. They did summer school as if it was school. People sitting next to each other, talking to each other, giving each other five, and those kids had COVID. One even passed away, but no one said anything. No one brought it to the news. Oh, because the fact that, and I even said it's racially motivated because these weren't your typical just black and white kids. These are kids from low poverty areas.
Yeah.
Who had problems at home. And they didn't give a fuck. They don't. Like when you see kids from low poverty areas, like they immediately think you're not shit. Or you see those low poverty areas in general, even like if you watch the news, the most fucked up thing I heard in this whole pandemic was in Washington when they said they wanted the black and brown kids to go back to school, but white kids get to stay home for an extra month or two. That tells you, and this was on CNN. He said, no, this is on CNN reported and Fox. For Fox to say, this isn't 1960. This isn't pre-segregation. This is literally in 2020. And he read the report in Washington. Children, black, Hispanic, Asian, or mulatto, or any nationality but white are allowed to come back to school in 100% capacity on this date. Children of white are not required to come back to school until this date. He said, the fact that I'm reporting this shows you where we are in America. And this is Fox, the most biased place on the most fake news. For them to humbly say, this is fucked up, that tells you how fucked up the world is. Even when they say, oh, for the vaccine for COVID, we want to test it on black people. Literally, we're living in the Tuskegee Airmen era when they were doing the syphilis test. We're living in the Jim Crow era where people are literally saying, hey, we won't segregate y'all.
Well, because, and I think it's the one thing I noticed too, it's how I can't say how the news is reported and how they look at one thing and then they don't look at other factors because right now it's out there that's saying, hey, black people are more at risk for COVID than other group and the Hispanics and everything, but they're not looking at hey, what's the main common issue? It's like, oh, the people that are more predisposed to it are the ones that are from, like you said, poverty driven backgrounds where they don't have they didn't have the healthcare growing up, so they have pre-existing conditions, and that's what it's latching onto. And so maybe it's not race related, because if you have another person from a Caucasian background, they're white and anything, and they have these pre-existing conditions, guess what? They're just as susceptible to COVID as anybody else. So maybe it's not a race thing. It's, hey, are you current on your healthcare, for lack of a better term, of getting your examinations, and do you have any other pre-existing conditions? And I think that gets out there, so then people are like, oh, well, let's test the vaccine on them because it'll be most effective because they're the one that are most affected, and that's not the case.